Hi, Namaste. Today I'm going to take you back into the point of time when you were brought into this world, when you were planted in this world. You know, we came into this world with no contribution of ours, and it's thanks to our parents that we are here. Now, what happened at that point of time? Did you ever check with your parents how they reacted? What was your mom's reaction when she discovered that you were there, that she was pregnant? What was your dad's reaction? How did they react to the pregnancy? Were they excited? Were they elated? Were they fearful? Were they confused? Because most parents go through these kind of emotions at that point of time. But at some point, you know, the focus shifts to keeping you healthy, alive, comfortable, warm, and making sure that you are all right. You know, and from that point on, not just that you stay inside the womb, you become part of their present, you become part of their future. Your future begins to take shape at that point of time. They begin to dream about who you're going to be like. You know, they already are thinking in terms of what your future is going to be like, what kind of a person you could be, what kind of things you could do. If you would be a boy, what would be the name? If you would be a girl, what would be the name? And you know, approximately, you know, they are ready to wait for approximately 240 days to see you physically. Now the interesting part is when we start out, the first month of our birth, and I'm saying this is the time of our birth, not the birthday birth, but the first month of our birth sees a rudimentary brain, and from that a small dot, we are a small dot at that point of time, and in some time from that shapeless mass, buds come out. Buds grow from there, and those buds then eventually turn into hands and feet, and that thread-like spine that turns into a proper spine with flexible bones. And eventually, you know, in a couple of months, our hands and feet are all grown, our nose, our mouth, our eyes, everything can be seen, everything is visible, everything is there now. And the head is bigger at that point of time. The head is bigger, the body is smaller, and this is the rule of nature. Then eventually the body catches up, that the body actually follows the mind, and this is what we do all our life, okay? Around 7 months, we are like a full-blown baby inside the womb, trying to make space for ourselves. So at that point in time, your mom can actually feel you elbowing and putting your knuckles out there, putting your feet up there, putting your knees out there, and they can feel it on top of the abdomen when, you know, when you're pretty much making moves over there, making noise inside the womb, as if, you know, you want to be heard. And just a few weeks later, you arrive into this world with a cry, with a shrill noise, a voice, which literally says, I want to be heard. You know, I want to be heard. So from that womb, and from now when you're watching this video, you know, we make space for ourselves in the womb of the world. We now, from that womb, we have now moved into the womb of the world, where we are now making space for ourselves, and this is called our expression. Very, very careful about this, because a lot of people don't see this as an expression. This is our expression. We don't stay infants forever. We grow in body and mind. That is the human nature. We are always supposed to grow this way, right? This is our graph, and that is human nature of growth. We always have to keep in mind that as the body grows, so should the mind. That growth has to be the key factor of our lives. And then eventually we realize, oh my God, that is the day when a unique being, a miracle of your parents were born. A miracle was born. A unique being is born. There would be no other person who would be a combination of your parents except you. There is nobody else. There will never be anybody else. And you've got to hold on to that, because that is your person. You've got to hold on to your uniqueness, because you had arrived at that point of time. You do not need to arrive because you get this, you get that, and you know this happens and then you'll arrive. No, you have already arrived, and you've got to start living your arrival. A lot of people don't see it that way, because we take our life so easily, so lightly. No, this is a gift. This is a gift from our parents. This is the way the world has embraced us when we came here. We don't need to spoil that in any way. We just need to hold on to our unique being, because the arrival is very important. The arrival is where we have to go back to and see who we were as a person. What were we born with? What did our parents think of? What could I have been from that point on, and not where I am today? Maybe I could have been much better. Maybe I could have been much bigger and much higher than where I am. And we got to start thinking on those lines. So you can see this in my book, Nucleus Power Women from the Core, and a lead from the core, sorry, nucleus, power, women, lead from the core. And this book has this memoir over here. So please do go take a look at the book. But do remember that you have already arrived. You don't have to wait for another arrival. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.